Oh shit. I've just gone and snapped the drill bit in the hole there. It's the second to last one. What the hell? I've done it again. Hey up guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be installing the Maxxfan into the ceiling of the van. It's a job I've been putting off for a while. Well, partly because I didn't have the van, but the fan, sorry. But also I just don't like cutting holes in the van, just in case I make a mistake. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Firstly I've made a frame up. Made it with two bits of wood I'd lying around. Sort of a 2x1 batten and then some 18mm plyboard. I've got 25mm insulation up there, plus there's a gap to where the ceiling is going to be of 18mm, so this is perfect. So I've made this up. It's a 400mm square for this one. Some of them are 30 or 350mm square, so you want to check that. But this one's 400mm, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the top of the van and draw around this in a place that's convenient. Now my roof of the van is sort of like that, it's all over the place, ribs going up, ribs going down, so I've got to apply loads of mastic tape to sort of even it out. So hopefully we're going to get on all right. Yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? Right, as you can see, I've just drawn a template around the inside of the frame on there. I've moved it, it's not dead center, I've moved it over slightly just because of the ribs, if you can see that. You've got the ribs here, so I thought, well, if I do it down the crease there and on this side as well as I've got it down here, so I'm not going halfway over. So when I put the masking tape on, it's going to be a little bit easier to put down. Alright, so I'm going to cut that out. Also, don't forget, you're going to need about 8 inches from the back there, so make sure that nothing's in that area, because it's where the back of the fan's going to be. Right, I'm just going to drill a pilot hole in 3 of the corners. I'm not doing the 4th one because I don't need to. I'm going to use this one as well. So that needs to be about there. So put it about there. Okay. There we go. Three holes in. So for cutting the roof of the van, you want to make sure that the teeth on the blade are really small, like that is. Like, okay, you see that? Okay. All right. Oh shit. Right, there's a hole there, and the jigsaw. But didn't think of that, did I? So I have to go and put a couple more holes in, I think. Right. Here we are. Oh, what a moment. Alright, there we are. It's done. What we're going to do now is we're going to file these edges down a little bit, and then we're going to paint it with some, alright. So, alright, let's crack on. Just putting some hammerite straight to metal paint on, just to stop the edges from rusting. So I've cut out a space for the frame to go into. So there's the frame, it fits in there, look, and then goes straight in, and that basically just gives you something to screw into from the top, so it'll pull it all together. Okay, so I've just put some tape, foil tape around here, and just under the edge there. Look, it's just to keep the moisture out. So I'm going to put some glue on the frame, stick it up onto the roof of the van. I'm using the Grip Bond Pro Max, which is from Biology. Okay, this is the flange that sits on top of the roof, and then the fan goes on top, and you can screw in the fan, 2 screws either side. Okay, now this sits inside the 400mm aperture you've got in the ceiling, and then this is where that will stick to the roof of the van. So you put the mastic tape on here. I'm going to put it on the roof, but from there to the edge, there you go, it's just over 3 centimeters. I'm using, this is from eBay, and it's 5 meters long, 2.5mm thick, but it's 32mm wide, so that's the same thickness, same width as that there. So I'm going to build up the roof using this, stick this down like that, and then use some, screw it in these holes here. There's a load of holes all around it, well, indents. Then I use a Sikaflex 522 just to dab on the screws and to go around the edge, and that's that. As you can see, I've taped up all around here and inside, just along there, just to help keep the moisture out. Putting these in here, laying them up so it's all the same level. I'm gonna crisscross that, look, go over the top of that one. Right. I'm just going to snap the drill bit in the hole there. It's the second to last one. Oh, fuck. Oh, come on. Can't believe that. Right, okay. Trying to get it out. Oh yeah, look at that. Got it. Right, it's because it's on the angle there, isn't it? What the hell? I've done it again. I can't believe that. It's because it's on an angle. Ah, shit. Right, okay. I'm going to have to put the hole there instead. We'll go there. Okay, there we are. I'm using Sikaflex 522 just to go over these screws and also some around here as well. it. That's it. Oh God. Make sure these your screw holes on the sides and not the front and the back. They have to be on the side of the van, towards the sides of the van. You've got to extend it fully in order to get it these in line to screw in. Good morning guys, it's the next morning. It's rained a little bit last night and quite heavily this morning as well. And I've just checked the seal on here. It's not leaking, so that's a great thumbs up there. Been all around this seal. And I'm going to put a little bit more, just to be on the safe side, for, what do you call it? What would be the word? Peace of mind. Now, a couple of things. I'm not going to connect it up today, wire it up, because the wiring's not finished in the van. I've got the wires here. It's a simple case of just crimping up the connectors and then put them together. Now, there's a couple of things. All I'm going to do here is finish off the ceiling, put that up, and then put this flange up here. Fits there. Beautiful. And there's 4 screws that have a white head on it, and that's for these here. So just bear that in mind. Now, a couple of things to bear in mind. Talk about screws is there's 4 screws that are slightly different, not the white head ones. There's 4 screws that are slightly different. They're shorter and fatter than the rest. Now these 4 screws is what screw either side of the fan flange, and they screw into the fan to hold the fan, the actual fan itself, in place onto the actual van. The rest of the screws you're just drilling in and holding that flange into the screw into the roof of the van to hold that in place. And what I did, I didn't know that, and I ended up using 2 of those fat screws that attaches the fan. I put them into the actual roof of the van, so I had to locate that. I didn't realize until I came to put the fan on. So I had to locate them and then take them out. So that was a bit annoying. So just be aware of that. And one other thing as well as is when you put the fan into place, before screwing it in place, you might want to just untie the cabling and just lift it up from underneath and pull it through. Because now I've attached the fan, I've got to get behind here and pull it out, unless I want to unscrew the fan from the top, which I don't want to do because it was a right nightmare to get. So that's something to bear in mind. So I have to pull this through. That's going to be a bit of an arse. And yes, the screws that go into the side of the to attach the fan itself, they start off at an angle. It's a little bit difficult to get them in, a little bit awkward. So I just used and you can't push down on the top of the fan because, well, it's a bit delicate. There is a lip that goes along the edge, and I pushed down on that lip with a pair of pliers just to get a bit of leverage, push it down so I can screw it in. But anyway, so it's done. So there we are. So I hope you found that helpful, and yeah, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. All right, you take care, and I'll see you out there. Ta-da. Just one more thing I wanted to mention, and that's the actual hole that you cut. I just want to show you something. Hang on. Now I've cut a hole on the outside of this piece here. There's a hole here that the fan sits into. That's your flange, and from there to here is 400 millimeters square. That sits into this frame. So I've seen some people cut the hole here, and that sits on the top of the van. I don't think that's right. I'm not an expert though, and it says in my instruction manual for this fan 400 mil square, so that's something for you to consider as well. All right, cheers. reasons why he'd yeah. For fuck's sake. Alright guys, how you doing? Hey up YouTube.